March 1944. A small, segregated town in South Carolina. Two young girls go missing. Within hours, a 14-year-old black boy becomes the prime suspect. No physical evidence, no witnesses, no recorded confession. Just 83 days later, he would become the youngest person executed in America in the 20th century. His name was George Stinney Jr., and 70 years later, a judge would say the unthinkable. The trial was deeply unfair. This is the story of the boy who was sentenced to die. Alkaloo, South Carolina, 1944. Alkaloo wasn't just a town, it was two worlds living side by side, but never together. On one side of the railroad tracks, white families. On the other side, black families. Segregation wasn't just law, it was life. The Stinney family lived in the black section of town. George was small for his age, quiet, thin, soft-spoken. He loved cows. He loved playing outside. He was in the 7th grade. He was 14 years old. He had no criminal record, no history of violence, but that wouldn't matter. On March 23, 1944, two white girls left home on bicycles. Betty June Binnicker, 11 years old. Mary Emma Thames, 8 years old. They were searching for wildflowers. They never came home. By nightfall, the town was panicking. Search parties formed. The next morning, their bodies were found in a shallow ditch. Both girls had suffered blunt force trauma to the head. The entire white community demanded answers, and quickly, they wanted someone to blame. A witness claimed the girls were seen speaking to George the day before. That was enough. Police arrested him the same day. No parents present, no lawyer present, no recording device. He was interrogated alone. Authorities claimed he confessed, but there was no written confession signed by George. No audio recording, no transcript, just a statement from white officers. His family was forced to flee town that night after threats of lynching. George was left completely alone. All-white jury, white judge, white prosecutor, George's defense attorney, a white tax commissioner with political ambitions. He called no witnesses. He cross-examined almost no one. He presented no defense evidences. The entire trial lasted approximately 2 hours. Jury deliberation, 10 minutes. Verdict, guilty. Sentence, death by electric chair. He was 14 years old. June 16, 1944, 83 days after arrest. George was too small for the electric chair. They placed a Bible under him so he could fit. The mask slipped during the first surge of electricity. Witnesses later said tears could be seen running down his face. He was pronounced dead. Time of death, 7:30 p.m. The youngest person executed in modern American history. For decades, his case was buried. No appeals, no investigation, no justice. Until the early 2000s, lawyers and historians began reviewing the case. They found no physical evidence, no documented confession, no fair representation, no due process. In 2014, a South Carolina judge overturned his conviction. 70 years too late, the judge ruled George Stinney Jr. did not receive a fair trial. It was a fundamental miscarriage of justice. His conviction was vacated, but there was no retrial, no definitive legal declaration of innocence, just acknowledgement of injustice. Was George Stinney guilty, or was he a victim of fear, racism, and a broken system? We may never know with certainty, but we do know this. A 14-year-old boy was executed after a 2-hour trial, and it took 70 years for the system to admit it failed him. History does not forget, and neither should we. This has been the Vault of True Crimes. Subscribe for more videos.